All right, thank you very much for joining us on this evening's edition of Autograph on the Joy Prime channel on Multi TV. Well, I'm here inside the Table Bay Bar in Alisa Hotel Northridge, getting ready to serve you a wonderful one-hour conversation with one of the finest actors you can find in this side of town. Well, he is a businessman. He is someone who's also aspiring to get into politics and aspires to the highest office of the land, which is the presidency. He has so much bubbling out of him in terms of ideas, and you just love to listen to him. Of course, he has several numbers following him as well, and he's got some bizarre and also memorable experiences to share with us tonight. Multiple award-winning actor. I was about to mention the name, but you'd have to hold on for that. Join me very shortly as I welcome our guest for tonight. Anyway, I'm enjoying this for now. Thank you for joining us on the show. Stay right there. Thank you very much for staying here with us on Autograph. And I'm always grateful to be in your company because it's a fine Saturday night. And I'm here in the Table Bay Bar in Alisa Hotel Northridge. I'd also like to say thank you to Royal Dennis, and this is the 2015 collection of Royal Dennis, Gorgeous by Royal Dennis. Just go to the shop over there in Yaniba Estates and you can get something with this velvet vibe. Okay. Let's get into the discussion now. And I'm sure you were wondering whom I was talking about. Well, like I mentioned to you earlier, he's one of the most sought-after faces when it comes to the silver screen. Of course, he's also one of the fastest-moving brand ambassadors as well. He has a countless number of brands that he's pushing with his image because of his massive following. Well, the first time I saw him, he was introduced on the stage when a movie premiere had been done and he had played a part in it. 18 months later, he was to become one of the biggest stories that could ever be told when it came to youthful actors who are very good looking as well. John Dumelo is my guest this evening. John, how you doing?
I did for you.
Mojito!
Mojito.
You want to tell them what the mojito thing is about?
No. It's a little secret.
How have you been?
I've been good. How have you been?
I see. You look well as well. Great.
Yeah, we are trying. Yeah.
And traveling around a lot.
Well, it comes with a job these days.
I see. And when you say the job, it's difficult because your hands are into many things now.
Right.
I mean, aside the mainstream acting, you do real estate business, you do, you're a brand ambassador as well. It comes with responsibilities as well.
Right. Yeah. But most of the time when I travel is about events all over, because sometimes they call me for events all over. I do go, and I use that chance or that opportunity to do business as well. I'm launching my cosmetic line very soon.
I see.
Obviously into the clothing line, so I take advantage wherever I go. So it comes with a job.
I see. Now, you're also doing an accessory line, as in you're doing hair. So we don't have Brazilian hair, we have Dumelo hair.
Oh, I beg. But it's all from Brazil.
How well is that doing anyway?
Well, it's doing good. But just that these days there's a lot of competition, okay. So I just have to re-strategize and re-brand everything else, So
what's it with the attention on the feminine side rather than the masculine?
Well, I must say I have a lot of female fans. I mean, if
comparatively.
I mean, if you go on Facebook on my Facebook page, Facebook has broken down everything, and I think the female is like 60%, male is like 40%. So obviously, the female population is more. So I try to do things or create products that suit the female population more.
I see.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to go into hair first? I mean, you have other accessories. You've got bags. But why hair first?
Well, because it's something that women wear a lot these days. I mean, to enhance their beauty, and I thought, why not? I mean, if the demand is there, I can try and see how much I can make, or I can try and see how much I can satisfy their needs. So I tried the hair, and it's been okay.
It's been okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the others?
The others are fine. The others are fine, but now presently I'm concentrating more on the clothing line and the cosmetic line.
Okay. What's it with you you actors and actresses or people with mass following who like to just go into, especially clothing lines, what is it?
Clothing is something which is a necessity. Everybody loves clothes. Everybody wears clothes. So when you have a certain following, you try and see what you can give back. But I always tell people who buy my clothes that buy it because it's nice. Don't buy it because it's for John Dumelo. So that at the end of the day, when you're wearing it, people will be like, this is a nice T-shirt. It's not about the fact that it's for John. So I try to do that. I mean, in the States and everywhere, most celebrities are going to clothing line. Some work, some don't work. Kardashians are going to clothing line, and they are doing well because they have a following. Everybody buys clothes, so it's something that I decided to go into, and it's been good so far.
All of that must have fetched you a lot of cash in addition to what you make as a lead actor.
I didn't. Well, I mean, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's cooler.
Now, the success. From Perfect Picture, the Shirley Frimpong Manso movie, I think that was your break. It happened relatively real fast. Within about 18 months, you were all over the place.
Right.
I mean, when you look at yourself now,
right.
I'm a little over 30.
Right.
And, the time within which you've been able to achieve all you've achieved.
Right.
Did you project that you were going to get this far around this time of your life?
No, I didn't. I mean, I didn't at all. When I did Perfect Picture, and then after I went to do, it was Perfect Picture and The King Is Mine that gave me the big break. Especially in Nigeria, it was The King Is Mine that gave me the big break. And I obviously didn't project. I didn't see myself coming this far at all. I mean, I thought it was okay, fine. We're just going to do movies, bam, bam, bam. Then we're done. Then we finish. But I think God has been good and kind to me.
And you had movie acting in the picture from day one?
Yes, I had the entertainment industry because I did my first movie, Baby Thief, in 1991, and after that I always pictured myself doing.
So in that movie, Baby Thief, you were the character, the baby who was
No. I was like 7 years.
I see.
Yeah, so it was my sister that was stealing in the movie. So after that, I still had that thing in me. Okay, why don't you continue being in movies? Even when I went to university, I did Mr. University, which I won. So I was like in the entertainment field.
I see. So in entertainment, there are so many other, branches and other areas.
Right.
When did you decide that this was it? This was.
Obviously, I can't say.
Aside the fact that you did Baby Thief back then.
Yeah. I mean, I can't sing. I can't dance, so I think the only thing to do is to act.
Okay.
And I like fooling a lot. Okay. Some people say fansfu ye gym kakra, ye concert. I like fooling a lot. So after university, I started doing a couple of commercials and stuff, and that is when I started, acting. So I mean, obviously, singing is out, dancing is out. Acting is the best, thing to do.
Have you ever been given a role to where it focuses on a singer and you are the singer?
No,
have
never.
You ever thought
I'll reject it.
Not even for $20 million?
Oh, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll go and see Beckhouse or somebody else to train me.
And talking about roles, I mean, did you ever give yourself limits because of your brand? Did you ever give yourself limits as to what kinds of roles you'd want to play because of your brand and family belief,
right.
your background as a Christian and all?
Right. I mean, then no, but now yes. I mean, then because the movies the scripts are coming, you need to do it. You need to make a mark. So you do all sort of films. But
for instance, that movie that you played, there was one where you played gay.
Yeah.
Okay. So will you play gay today?
I don't mind. It's a film.
Okay.
If I'm playing it to tell a story, if I'm playing it to tell somebody's story.
What kind of feedback did you get, considering that we're in this side of the world?
Oh, that time it was bad. I mean, people were like, John, really, you do. Man, it was bad.
What's the worst comment you heard, after that role?
Bomba clan. From the Jamaicans, because, I mean, it was bad. But I think now, if it's done stylishly, I don't mind playing the role. I don't mind playing a gay. I mean, I don't mind at all if it's done nicely, and I don't mind at all because we are acting. It's a movie.
Okay,
the fact that I play an Amro doesn't mean I'm an Amro.
Well, yes, sure. So nicely, as in it's covered up. All the raunchy scenes are all covered up and hidden.
Yes,
you would play.
Yes, I mean, recently, like a year ago, I played a character. It was Layla that directed it. It was a series, and I played a gay boxer. I mean, but it hadn't. I mean, I didn't have any conversation with any other guy or anything. But I just said I was gay in the thing. I mean, that was okay. It's stylishly done. I don't mind doing it again. It's a movie. It's just to tell a story.
I see. You've not written. You don't have that story of grace to grass or grass to grace per se to say, because you have a relatively smooth background. I mean, you attended school in Christ the King.
Yes.
You were in Achimota school.
The
You went
best
to
school.
university.
Achimota,
Well, I have a lot
Achimota is
to say about that, though. And you have all of that to. So yours was not necessarily you had a struggle story to talk about. From childhood.
Struggle is relative.
Okay.
Somebody's struggle will be different than somebody else's struggle.
What was your struggle, John?
I mean, my family was a middle-income family, so I mean, everything was okay. But I mean, come on, I used to take trotro and things.
Yeah.
If you want to say that's a struggle, I mean, yeah.
But was that your struggle?
Yeah.
Okay.
I go fit talk so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Yeah.
And, okay, so the Trotsky was... But that's not so bad.
That's what I'm saying. Struggle is relative. Everybody struggles.
So you've had a relatively smooth path. I mean...
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. It's all right.
Did you have any challenges, trying to get the major opportunities back then, when you were growing up? Trying to break into the movies and all of that?
Like in terms of the movie industry?
Yeah.
Not really. I think maybe I was blessed to have come at a time where we needed more faces. So maybe that's what gave me the push. But I mean, it got to a point in time. Yeah, I mean, maybe some Nigerian producers don't want to use Ghanaian actors. It came to a point in time where we had that struggle. But I mean, it's okay now. It's okay now. Yes.
I see. Let's talk about female company and your followers.
Yeah.
You've got 60% to 40 when it comes to the ratios.
Yeah.
60% female.
Yeah.
Okay. There have been so many stories about John and this woman. Today somebody claims to be married to you.
Yeah.
The next minute a colleague actress is, posting pictures of you and them together.
Who's that?
And I've seen several of them.
Mention their names.
Yvonne, for instance. Yvonne Nelson has there are so many pictures of, and people create them on social media as well.
Right.
People collect them and put them together.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's in there at all? I mean, is it just that people want to create stuff, or there is something in there?
No, people just want to create stuff.
Have you ever gotten, involved romantically with a colleague actress?
No.
An actress before?
Not that I remember.
Not that you remember?
Yeah.
So you've done one of
I
them
know
before?
they kai.
Okay. But some happened before?
I'm not sure. No, I don't think so.
Well, if you just joined us, I'm sharing the good company of John Dumelo, and we're just having a conversation about his relationship with the opposite sex. And, he's trying to be a bit dodgy, but...
Politically smart, yes.
Politically smart. Well, but let's get into it further. I mean, you've had varied experiences as well. I know people who come up to you and do all sorts of things because, they see you as a demigod and all of that.
Right.
Tell me about some of the experiences, especially with the ladies.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's been so many rumors, me getting married, me having kids somewhere in different countries, me dating this, that. But it comes with a job. That's how I see it. I mean, once the story comes out and you don't respond to it and you just let it go, it dies down. I mean, you understand? It's a kind of industry where rumors are bound to happen. If it comes, fine. Let it die down. It goes away. People will talk about it after a week or two. It's gone. I don't mind. I have a tough skin for such things now. Yeah.
So you have siblings?
Yes.
How many of them?
I have 2 elder sisters. I'm the last born.
Okay, they're both married, settled,
Yes.
kids?
Yes.
You have some nice nephews and nieces as well?
Yes.
Okay, so do your parents give you pressure to get married?
Yeah, my father.
Your father?
Yeah, these days.
When was the last time he
2 days ago.
that to you? What exactly did he say?
He says, when am I getting married? I said next year. Then he says every day you say next year. I'm like, yeah, because next year.
Okay,
God's time is the best.
Okay, so you make light work of all those things that your dad says?
Yeah.
You joke with it?
I joke with it.
Why?
Because God's time is the best. I mean, come on. I mean, I'll get married at the right time. At the right time. I wouldn't say with the right person, but at the right time.
Okay. Not with the right person?
I mean, what I mean is, I am with somebody now. So she might be the right person to get married to.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does she take all of the the pressure that comes with you, all the rumors, all the public attention, and all of that?
When it comes out, I mean, she would just ask me, "Oh, I hear you're dating some other girl. Is it true?" No, it's not. Bah, it's finished.
No other extra questions?
Nope.
You're sure?
Positive.
I see. How long have you been seeing this secret person, since you don't want to tell us about it?
If I talk the time frame,
Yeah.
the others could, yeah. So
The others?
no, let's just say for a year now.
For a year now?
Yeah.
Let's just say
No, for a year now.
you've been in a relationship for a year now?
Yes.
Okay. Now, do you know how many relationships you've been in? Serious relationships?
Yeah, maybe like 6 or 7.
6 or 7?
Yeah.
Okay, so, okay, you're a little over 30. I'm trying to do some math here.
I think don't calculate.
6, 7?
Yes.
Okay. And the informal ones as well?
Oh, plenty.
Plenty?
Yeah.
I see. Do your parents, have these conversations? Like your dad, like a man-to-man conversation? Does he tell you, does he advise you about women and all of that?
Oh, no, he doesn't advise me about women because he knows I've had a fair share of experience. But, I mean, the only thing he will say is, you have to be careful of women and blah, 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 and, you should get married. That kind of stuff, yeah.
I see. Have you had a very, rather bizarre experience with like a fan or somebody who obviously is, crazy about you before?
Yeah. I mean, I get...
Remember any off the top of your head?
Yeah, I mean, I get a lot of mails about, I mean, obviously from women, and, they would say, Charlie, when are we having babies? When are we doing this? When are we doing this? I mean, it's
just like that. Strangers, people you don't know.
Yeah, people I don't know.
And they ask you whether they want to have babies with you.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
But, I mean, it's something that I don't really see.
What do you think about all of these? Does it make you feel that you have, an advantage relatively over women or something?
No, I don't. I don't think so. No, I mean, I'm just a normal guy. I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay, so you read some of them and they say what? Aside those who want to have children with you?
Yeah, I mean, I just read it and I just laugh. Maybe they want...
What about the physical ones? I mean, the physical ones.
I avoid them.
You avoid them?
Yes.
I want to go into detail, with that in a bit. But let's just do a round of commercials. We're still here on Autograph, and it's on the Joy Prime channel on Multi TV. It's a fine Saturday night, and we're hanging with John Dumelo. You stay right there. All right, thank you very much for staying with us. And John Dumelo was getting very, very interesting before, we went for that round of commercials. Well, John, we're still talking about bizarre experiences,
right.
Okay?
Right.
We're talking about the physical ones.
Yes.
Face-to-face, one-on-one.
Yes.
What's your worst? What could probably be your best?
I would say my best is... There was a time I've said this story before. I got to the Tema motorway and I was going to pay the toll. And then the girl said, she wants to tell me something. So she gets down. Obviously, my windows roll down. She gets down and gives me a peck and goes back into the thing.
See.
At least I didn't pay for the 1 CD that time. But I just felt...
You're not being a patriotic citizen.
I am. I pay. It's 1 CD. But I mean, that I felt was, just a bit bizarre, for her to just get out and just kind of give me a peck and just go back. At least me, I gave her the kiss. I got my free pass. So it was okay. So I hope she's
I mean,
watching.
away from that, you've probably met others, in other situations. I mean, somebody probably wanting to steal a real wet kiss, that kind of thing. Never happened to you before?
I always avoid it.
Okay, when was the last time you avoided something like that?
Like a month ago.
Okay, where was it? What was the situation?
I went somewhere and the girl started messaging me on Facebook, because I'm always on my Facebook. She started messaging me on Facebook that, she's here and she can see me and blah, 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 and that, because I was in a hotel. And she's like, she's staying in this room, blah, blah, blah. I ran away.
You ran away?
Yeah, I mean... Charlie, the devil is a liar.
Oh, Lord. You've probably also opened up to one or two of such people.
No.
Those who get very persistent, not necessarily too much pressure, but very persistent. You've probably had one or two people who now are your friends?
Well, yeah. They are now my friends, but nothing happened. Yeah.
I didn't ask if anything.
No, but that's what you're trying to say. Like, I opened up and something happened. You lie bad. Nothing happened. Even if something happened, I won't say it.
Okay,
So now it's 50-50.
Okay,
It could have happened. It could have happened.
Okay.
But it didn't happen.
Okay.
That's that's television
What do you
answer.
make of all of those, those claims and all those things that people say about you sometimes taking advantage of women and all of that? Taking advantage of them in that, you probably could get into a relationship with them. There was another issue that came up some time ago. It had to do with money and all of that.
Yeah. I think we live in a world where we as public people should be very careful about the dealings we have. Because you can easily have a deal with somebody, and because they don't really get what they want, because they want something else. They have ulterior motives. They want something else. So when they don't get that, they decide to blackmail you and stuff. So I've become careful about that. And also, there are a lot of people going around saying they are John on Facebook and on Instagram and stuff. On Facebook.
Have you made any attempts to, get rid of those fake accounts on Facebook and all? Do you make any attempts?
Yes, I mean, it's easy to get rid of them, but it's easy for them to come back, because once you get rid of them, all they have to do is just go back, set another profile page, and they just take my pictures and just put it there. So sometimes I go somewhere. There was a time I was in America, and I had an event, and this lady came and says, "Hey, John, how are you? Blah blah blah. Like, you don't remember me?" I'm like, "No, I don't remember you." She was like, come on. I sent you $500 last week. I said, how? I'm in America. You couldn't have said. And then, she actually got so mad. She nearly hit me, because I was like, I don't know you from anywhere. Blah. Then she showed me the chat, and I said, look at the number.
Okay, so that situation is something that could be related to what happened to Asamoah Gyan, recently.
Yes, exactly. So I said, look.
So she said that she had sent you $500 US.
$500. I said, look at the number. It wasn't a Ghanaian number. It was another country's number. Look at the number. I'm hardly in that country anyway. I don't have. This is my WhatsApp. I showed them outside. I said, it's not you. She got angry and she just left. She didn't even believe it was me. To some extent, she believed the other guy so much. She's been sending the guy laptops, watches, all those things. I was like, people they chop. Like, I get that, like me, I they do that. So I get a lot of these stories all the time, and it gets crazy. It just gets crazy. Yes.
What's it like? You very mad, angry, to your worst limit. You just spoke about somebody getting mad. Yes.
What do I do when I get mad?
Yeah.
I become very quiet.
I see.
I don't. When I get angry, I just become quiet and I just walk away, or I just become quiet. I don't.
Where did that come from? Because you're a man. You're pretty well built and all of that.
I don't know. I think maybe my dad. My dad is like that. When I get angry, I don't want to show it. I just come quiet and leave. Yeah, I don't say I go scream and yell and slap somewhere. Even though I wish I could, but yeah, I just become quiet.
I see.
Yeah.
Now I see you. You travel around a lot. Some of the visits I see, are, with presidents and all of that. What's the link?
Every country I go to, I try as much as possible, to see certain people in certain high places, and most of the friends I have know these. I went to Guinea. I met the first lady of Guinea, but it's not just to meet them. It's to meet and talk about how best we can, collaborate as two different countries. Because in Guinea I have so many fans. Same for Congo. Same for other African countries. I'm even supposed to go to South Africa, and meet one of Mandela's people. And it's just a way of just trying to exchange and network. Because you don't know what can come out of it. Sure. And I always do these things for future purpose. Look, me, I'm a businessman, so anywhere where I go see a bread day, I go put my head and see what's up.
Okay. Are you considering politics?
Yes.
Okay. You've been silent on it?
Very.
Why?
At the right time, I think I would say, okay, Charlie, this is my plan. This is my political plan. This is what I want to do. But not now. Now I'm just doing different things that me coming out to say I'm becoming a politician, it will affect them. So I'm just becoming quiet for now.
But what's the eventual plan if you're going into politics? It's a broad area. Some go to parliament, some, take up ministerial appointments with respective parties and all of that.
I think I'll just start from member of parliament. I think,
What's the eventual aim, John?
What?
What's the eventual aim?
Probably to become president one day.
One day?
Yes.
Okay. What's the projection? I mean, everybody paces, everybody plans.
Maybe in about 25 years. Yeah.
But you know that in this side of the world, we always look at the mature faces and all of that. In the next 25 years, you probably will be a relatively mature face.
Yeah.
But you need to start aligning yourself, even if it's on the quiet. Have you started aligning yourself?
Yes.
I see. And it's on the quiet?
Very quiet. I mean, it's
you're never paranoid about those details being leaked and
No, not at all. I mean, honestly speaking, when people see me, they'll say I'm aligned to a certain political party. But I tell them, why would you say I'm aligned to this party? Because I have friends in both parties. I mean, I'm talking about both two main parties. You know what I mean? But I think at the right time, I would say where my beliefs are.
How long have you had this ambition to become president of Ghana?
Maybe for like a couple of years now.
I see.
Yeah.
Why that?
It's not just because it's president or whatever it is. I think I can serve the Ghanaian people better in that capacity. Not just president, but being a politician. It's not about money. It's not about whatever you get or the benefits. No, it's about serving the people and willingly giving your all to serve the people. I mean, I think these days most politicians get into parliament or get into politics for several reasons, maybe just to enrich themselves or to do something else. But mine is totally different.
I see. So in the next 25 years, you'd have to watch out for John Dumelo, whose initials match that of the sitting president of Ghana. That would be some good statistic, wouldn't it be?
Yeah. And I'm actually called Matthew, so there's an M there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. So there's an M.
Yeah.
Okay, so you may have to just shift it to the back.
Change them.
I see.
Pass, yeah.
So another JDM in the making. Okay. You've met the president, haven't you?
Once, yes.
John Mahama.
Yes, when he was vice, but not when he was, not when he became president, yes. When he was vice, yes.
What was the setting and your interaction?
No, we met in a house. It was somebody's house, and we just met, and, we spoke for about maybe a minute or two, and then that's it.
What's your impression of him?
He's doing well. But I think a lot of people are giving pressure to over-deliver. I mean, running a country like Ghana is not easy. You have so many pressures coming from different sides. So I think we should just give him time. 2016 is next year. I mean, let's see what he can do with the remaining time. And I hope he delivers, because at the end of the day, he can't do everything alone. I think Ghanaians should try as much as possible to help if we can, instead of, just...
Yeah, but obviously if people are not comfortable, they have to say.
Yeah, but I mean, we've never been comfortable. Rawlings' time, Kufuor's time, we've never been comfortable. People will always complain. I mean, you understand? But I'm just saying that we should just give the current government time to do what they're doing. Yes, I mean, I don't have a generator. When it's light off, I sleep in the dark. I don't see why I should buy a generator. Because I feel the problem will be solved soon. And it will be solved soon. So says the government.
Were you beckoned by politics? Do people, just come up to you, say, look, John, I think you could make a good politician one day. I think you should. Did you get advice from?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people come to me and say, look, John, you should get into politics, blah, 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 it will suit you. And I say, oh, thank you, but the reason why I want to get into politics is not because it will suit me, it's because I can serve the people better. I mean, I do a lot of charity work. I travel around the country, go into villages and stuff, and you see how people are suffering, and I help in a little way. But I can't continue doing that as an ordinary. There's a limit to which I can do that as an ordinary person. But I can, if I become, let's just say, member of parliament for starters, you can do certain laws or argue at certain points for people to live a comfortable life.
I see. So we're looking forward to that time, and
yes.
It surely is going to be great. Yeah. When do you intend to come out on it? I mean, when do you intend to come out fully?
To say that I am standing for...
And you're a member of this party, since you say you are...
Well, I mean, it's just a matter of time. Honestly, it could be NPP, it could be NDC. I mean, when you come to my family, we are divided. One side is NPP, one side is NDC. So it could be any party.
I see.
I could stand for any party.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
I mean, my mom's side is from Cape Coast and Ashanti. My grandfather is Ashanti. I mean, I'm just saying, and my dad's side is, so if you want to put it that way, I could stand for any party.
And you speak both languages very well as well?
Well, I speak Fanti very well, but always, I'm improving.
What happened? Why couldn't you learn ever?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Fanti women are very domineering in the house. They will try and let you understand the Fanti before the airway. So I think in doing that, the airway was capsized.
Oh. Well, we're still here on Autograph, and we're here at the Table Bay Bar at the Alisa Hotel, North Ridge. And I'd like to say thank you once again to Royal Dennis, Gorgeous by Royal Dennis, for my outfit with a lot of velvet in there. Now, obviously you did not have the struggle childhood, it was relatively very smooth. Give me a picture of the regular day in the Dumelo home, yourself and your two elder sisters.
At what age?
Well, when you were probably between 5 and 10.
I mean, at that time we used to live in Tema, Community 6, we used to live in Tema. I mean, it was just a normal family. I mean, but I grew up always playing around with my sisters, because they were girls. So, I mean, it was just a normal day. I mean, normal middle-aged kind of setting, go around, play ball, come back, you're dirty, your mom will scold you, that kind of thing. I was a mass server, actually, a Catholic mass server.
You're Catholic?
Yeah. So I used to serve mass and everything. And I mean, normal. I mean, I didn't used to cause trouble a lot. I was just a quiet guy.
And you never got, becoming a priest, for instance, didn't attract you?
No, they used to say that, I'll be a fine priest, but I was like, Charlie, that's not my calling. I beg that's not my calling.
That's not your calling.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your calling?
The priest is not my calling. Yeah. Maybe I could become a pastor one day.
I realize that a lot of colleagues of yours follow certain trends. Okay, so all over the world it happens like that. So a big name actor, actress gets into a clothing line. They do social work. Some of them get into politics. You've outlined all of these. You are into all of these.
Yes.
Now, you've clearly said that you want to do politics sometime in your life. You're working on your clothing line and everything. There's also the bit about your industry and contributing to it. Yes. I realize that some of your colleagues as well become producers, directors, and executive producers where they do their own movies and all of that. Do you have any plans towards that, or you just want to remain where you are within the big picture of movies?
Like you said, yes, there's a clothing line, there's a real estate company, there are other things. Producing my own film will come. I mean, somebody I always speak to is Majid, and we always say we'll produce our film, but I think there's a lot of expectation. I mean, we just don't want to produce any film, or allegedly, I don't want to I just want to produce a very good film, a good film that people will watch and say, okay, this is actually good quality. It's just a matter of time that I'll produce my film. I mean, big ups to my other colleagues who are producing, because most of the major producers now don't really produce films, but we need to keep the industry going. That's what made us, and we need to make other people, to come and fill our shoes, So it's just a matter of time that I'll produce my own films. But just that now I'm just concentrating on other stuff.
Did you have anyone to mentor you in terms of acting? I mean, here in Ghana, did you have anyone to mentor you? Did you come across anyone who you thought, this is the standard, I want to go there and above it?
Not really. I just saw all actors and actresses as, mentors. I particularly didn't have one guy that I used to follow. No, not at all. Yeah.
I see. All right. Now, we've also spoken about roles, and I'm asking myself, what role would you rather want to stay away from? Yes, you're saying that, you may consider certain roles, but is there a role that you'd rather want to stay away from, even in these times?
Yeah, I mean, I've played the lover boy or the husband and things so many times. Those are the kind of roles I would love to stay away from now. I just want to, there are different roles. I haven't fully played a doctor, I haven't played a lawyer, I haven't played a boxer, I haven't played a serial killer. I haven't played a rapist. I mean, there's so many roles I haven't really played. I think the rapist part I could do and well.
Rapist?
Yeah.
Why? Why would you want to?
I mean, it's just a role.
No, you keep saying it's just a role, and I'm asking myself, how do you combine all of those with our norms and our beliefs as Ghanaians? I mean, you are a family that has, diverse background in terms of where they've come from, on the Ghanaian map. We all have our, beliefs. We've got our norms and everything. We have the way we all view stuff. And of course, rape obviously is not a pleasant thing, but it's part of life.
Yeah.
So why that? Why would you want to?
It's a problem in society. Films educate, entertain, and inform. So if I'm playing a rapist, somebody would definitely watch the movie and say, I actually went through that, and thank you. I mean, I've had so many people come to me and say, look, John, this role you played, this is what my husband used to do, blah, 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 and I learned a lot from that. I mean, like I said, it's just a role. And we are entertaining and we are educating. So playing a rapist or an armed robber or somebody else is for me to educate somebody else that, okay, maybe this is your story. We are trying to tell your story. So, we are with you on that. Bam. That's it. Yeah.
How many of those kinds of roles have you had to reject in the last few days or the last few months? Let me put it that way.
Like 2 or 3.
I see.
Yeah, I mean 2 or 3. I mean, the reason why I am... I'm going slow on movies is also because I'm also doing something on tourism. So, that's what takes most of my time. I am shooting a documentary on tourism in Ghana. So that's also what's taking my time now.
I see. Well, we'll do some more with John Dumelo right here on Autograph, and it's here on the Joy Prime channel on Multi TV. You stay right there. All right, so we're entering the final lap of the show, and this is where, you're always craving for extra time. And, well, let's see what we can do. John,
how's your wife?
She's good. She's great.
And congrats.
Thank you.
You have a new baby girl.
Thank you. Talking about babies and children, do you have any children?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
Yes.
Okay. Has anybody come up to say that they're bearing your child or they are pregnant for you?
No, I'm always careful.
You're always careful?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I mean, I'm always careful.
Get into detail. When you say you're always careful, what does that mean?
I mean, I'm always careful.
You use protection all the time? Okay. All right, I see.
Even when I don't, I'm always careful.
Even when you don't, you're always... That's a serious statement.
No, it's not. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't always get it right. You can't always be 100% right. Yeah,
I see. So there's been a time when you get involved with someone and you're saying to yourself, "Oh my goodness, did I just do that?" And you're scared that in the next few days that you're going to get a phone call. Have you had such experience?
Yeah.
When was the last time you had such an experience?
Like a year and a half ago.
Tell me what happened.
I for back data. If not, I will get into trouble. Like a year and a half ago. Yeah. She comes and say, Charlie, I said, but that's what happened. That happened. You say you're in a safe period. That happened. So that happened because I calculated everything. Yeah. So
what did you read in Motown? Did you do any science? You did science.
Yes.
Okay. What was your grade in biology?
Oh, master, I didn't. I think I had a B.
You had a B?
Yeah.
In biology?
Yeah.
Okay. I failed biology.
And I had a C in chemistry.
Oh, B for biology, C for chemistry.
As for physics, there we don't go there.
Okay, physics because of the pronunciation. You had an F?
No. I think physics I had a C as well or something.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I didn't.
Okay, so you read science. Did you back then as a child? Did you have an ambition to do something science related?
Yes, gynecologist.
Why? Why gynecologist?
Because I have a strong side. I have a strong feminine side. I always wanted to help women.
Okay.
And it's sometimes good to look.
Look at what?
You understand? Yeah. So I wanted to be a gynecologist, but
I see.
Maybe it's not too late.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were talking about we're talking about all of these risky sides of life.
Yes.
Now, so you got a scare.
Yes.
A lady scared you that she was pregnant for you.
Yes.
Okay. How did you manage that situation? I'm wondering.
I mean, you just have to pray pray that it's not true.
Did she persist?
Yeah. But I think at the end of the day, I mean, it was just a lie. She just wanted to test me and see, whether I'm a responsible guy. I'm like, Charlie, you don't test me.
Tell me what happened on the day when you noticed that it was all a prank and she was just testing you. Tell me about that minute when you got to know that this was not for real. Tell me what happened to you.
Charlie, he saved me. I mean, it really saved me. I knew it wasn't true. Okay. Sort of. Because I calculated everything. You calculate the safe period. You calculate when I last. You calculate.
But John, mass. You don't have the time to calculate.
At that time, you find the time.
Okay.
Yes,
you find is after the act has happened.
Yes, you find the time to calculate.
I'm talking about before the act.
Yeah.
Before the act.
Before the idea. Now the time you have is in front of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you still communicate? She's your friend.
Yeah, she's my friend. Yeah.
Okay, but you've kept a distance, I guess.
Yeah. But we don't want any more trouble.
You don't want any more trouble. Okay. And nobody has come up to you to say this is your son?
No.
Would you be surprised if anybody walked up to you and said this is your daughter, this is your son?
Yeah, I'll be surprised.
Very, very surprised.
Very surprised.
No, but you haven't been 100%,
Yeah, but I'll be surprised.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you rate your life and the experiences you have? For instance, the naughtiest thing you think you've done as an adult, your most embarrassing moment and all of those things, the biggest fun moment. You told me about the experience with the fan at the toll booth.
Right. Yeah.
Your biggest embarrassment?
I think it was at an audition. That was way before I started acting. And when I got there, they said, there were a lot of girls outside. So it was like a room like this. They said, okay, John, you know what? Why don't you just strip, just be in your boxers and just walk out to the girls, And I think that day, I wore my boxer with a tear for back.
Oh my goodness!
So I went out and I didn't really know, and it was quite embarrassing. So if you tear for back, you feel see them. It was bad. It was bad. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
I see.
It was bad.
I see.
It was bad.
What was the reaction like anyway?
I mean, I felt so embarrassed, but that was way before I started acting. So nobody knew John, nobody knew nothing. So I mean, I was able to. I mean, if social media was powerful in those days, I'm sure I would have been off by now.
I see.
Yeah.
You've had a few, weird experiences, dangerous ones as well. Recently, there was an unfortunate armed robbery attack on you.
Yeah. I just come back from London and my stuff was still in the car and I'd parked in Laboni. I was going to use the ATM and, when I came back, I just realized that thieves had broken into my car and were just taking my stuff. I mean, I was actually there. I walked in on them when the last thief was taking the bag, but Charlie, you can't really fight them. They'll just kill you and just leave you just because of a bag and stuff. But the only important thing they took was my passport, which they pay in a while. Yeah.
You've not retrieved?
No, nothing at all.
I see. You didn't shout? You didn't?
I mean, I did, but everybody was helpless because they were in a car.
So there were people around?
Yeah, there were people around. They just sped off.
What time of the day was that?
It was like 8 o'clock in the evening.
I see.
Yeah. So I mean, everything happens for a reason. At least that has kept me here for a while.
But none of them approached you? None of them got physical with you or anything?
No. No, I mean, it was when I opened their car door that they said, they had a gun, they'll shoot me. So that's when I realized that I should also probably get a gun as well.
I see.
Yeah.
Now, talk about all of those things. Some time ago as well, somebody hit you. I mean, it wasn't much of a big deal of an accident, but tell me about it. I mean, you got out. There was a picture on social media of you standing there looking at the mess.
Yeah.
And
I think what surprised me was that was the first time I'd actually had an accident. Because
was it your fault?
No, it was the guy's fault. The guy crossed me. So when he crossed me and he got down, then I also got down, and he started crying. So why are you crying?
He started crying.
He started crying. It's like, why are you crying? Because somebody had told him that you've come to bash this car, and when he assessed the damage and how much he was going to pay, then he started crying. But I was like, everything happens for a reason. You should just go, because I mean.
Did he recognize you?
Yeah. Then he started crying.
Yeah,
but I mean.
Okay, so what did he say when you asked him to go?
Nothing. He was just grateful because he says his father had just died and everything. And the car he had taken is just work and pay car, so he's starting.
It was a cab.
It was yeah. It was yeah. So I just let it go. I just let it go.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. But after that, no other...
No.
And we pray that nothing
Yeah,
else
we
happens.
pray that nothing else happens. Yes, we pray that nothing else happens. That's true. Yeah.
I mean, when you sit back and you look at your life and what you've been able to do, what would you say constitutes fun for you? I mean, if you're away from all of the hard work, away from all of the business and all of that, what constitutes fun for you? What gives you the thrill?
I like driving, so I like traveling. What I do is I just sit in the car, fill my tank, and just probably drive to the north, spend a few days in the village. That's what makes me happy. Just driving out of town, having fun with the village folk, wherever it is. It could be in Akosomo, it could be in central region, western, north, anywhere. I mean, that's what makes it fun for me, away from Accra.
So which corner of this country haven't you been yet?
I haven't been to probably the border with Burkina Faso, but I'll probably go there next week.
I see.
Because I'm doing I'm shooting the tourism documentary, and I just want to go there and see what's going on there.
What strikes you? I mean, when you go around the country, what are the things that strike you?
We are losing a lot of money in terms of not promoting tourism. There's so many different places in Ghana that we can use to easily generate money. I mean, obviously, you wouldn't know if I told you there's a waterfall in Accra, you'd say you don't know. You tell me I'm lying, but there is a waterfall in Accra.
Where is it?
It's in Dodua. It's just like just 30 minutes from here. I mean, the day I saw it like 3 months ago. I was equally surprised. And nothing has been done to promote it. I mean, we can easily make money. I mean, I do travel around the world, yes. And you see how they generate money from little things that, you see some rock falling down, or then they collect gate fee, then they make money. But Ghana, the rock they fall, rock. And that's it, I mean, we can easily generate money. Ghana has a lot of land. I mean, we can easily develop our agriculture sector. I mean, we can make a lot of money. That's what saddens my heart.
I see. The people?
The people.
What do you make of the people as well you come across?
I mean, they are happy. They are happy. I mean,
the village folk, I mean.
Yeah, the village folk are happy. I mean, being rich is relative. To them, maybe they have their canoe, they catch their fish, they have their farm, they educate their children, they're fine. I mean, that's when you realize that, people are happy outside Accra. Happiness is just something which is within. You can easily make yourself happy. And I think sometimes we just stress ourselves too much.
There's a lot of stress in Accra.
Yeah, there is. There is traffic and everything. There's a lot of stress.
I see.
Yeah. Maybe one day we should take the trip together.
That'll be a good one. Yeah. And you drive. I do the sleeping and the...
Anobo. Yeah.
Now, talk about going around the world. Have you met others who do what you do, who are on the bigger stage in like Hollywood and all of that?
In terms of the Hollywood actors and stuff?
Yeah.
Once in a while you meet a couple of them. You meet directors, you meet certain actors. But LA is somewhere I still haven't been to. I'm supposed to go there. I'm supposed to go next month anyway. But it's just a gradual process to meet all those guys. But it's not easy to get into Hollywood as an African actor or as a black actor. It's not really easy because those there are equally struggling to get roles. So it's better to do a collaboration between Ghana and, or let's just say Africa and Hollywood before you can get that big break in Hollywood.
I see. Now,
when is your next baby coming, Nat?
My next baby?
Yes.
Well, I haven't planned that. It will come, but it's not.
So now you don't have any.
But you need to.
You don't have any girlfriend at all.
No, I don't.
Your wife is.
Remember, I'm asking the questions here.
Your wife is the only one.
Yeah, she is. She is, and I say that with all confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, I'm asking the questions.
Okay.
But you haven't told us when your first baby is coming.
I'm just waiting. I mean, obviously, when I get married, which will be like maybe next year.
Next year.
Yes.
Okay. But you said the next year. I mean, you said that your dad
said. Yeah, but next year. Yeah. Sure. I'm just waiting for the best way to propose. How did you propose to your wife?
Okay. Well, she had seen my nephew. Who lives in Sydney, Australia, and she just fell in love with him before meeting him physically. So she sees him and she wants to have a baby, and she just so they came into town for the introduction. I didn't inform her, and I sent my nephew with a bouquet to go and propose to her for me. Yeah.
Why a moth die?
Oh well, you know me, don't you?
Yeah, I know you.
So the big wedding is coming off next year.
Yeah.
Talk about weddings. What kind of wedding would satisfy you and make you happy?
A very small, intimate wedding. I mean...
Okay, small, intimate is what? 15 guests?
Like 20
25?
guests. 20 guests.
20 guests.
That's it. I mean, because at the end of the day, when you realize you spent a lot of money on the wedding and everything, what happens? You go back home, it's just you and your wife. Why would you waste all that money for a big wedding? Just have a small, intimate wedding, and then that's it, 20, 30 people, and then that's it. Yeah, people will tell you, Charlie, why you not invite me? Why you not invite me? But the team pass. Yeah. Yeah.
I see. That's fine. When are you having the next birthday barbecue? The 31 was good.
Yeah, it was next year, February. And I'll invite you.
Yeah.
It will just be a boys thing.
A boys thing.
Yeah.
Because there was, it was a mix.
Yeah.
John, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you too.
Wished we had 3 hours.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to catch up on as well, away from the camera. Yeah.
I mean, we couldn't say everything here.
Like?
Oh, player datings.
Like?
Yeah, you go on double date and things years ago.
John Dumelo Uncut here on Autograph, and thanks so much for your company. We want to say thank you once again to the management of Alisa Hotel, who always give us the fine, smooth Table Bay Jazz Bar for this program. So we'll be back next week, Saturday. I trust you've had a lot of fun with John Dumelo. We're back next week, Saturday, 8:30 p.m. sharp. All right. Thank you to Royal Dennis for my outfit. I will be back. You stay well. Have a great weekend.
May sa tandi jol ya mo